The 2017 solar eclipse taught us about science, but it also taught us about economics and business, supply and demand. When did you get your eclipse glasses, and how much did you pay? If you didn't get glasses, the 2017 eclipse may have illustrated another reason breakfast is so important.
We searched all over the greater Hazleton area, New Jersey and New York, for the glasses, and of course they were all sold out. We were last minute, so this morning, after seeing some YouTube videos, we grabbed empty cereal boxes and made our solar eclipse viewers.
Cereal boxes seem very popular too. I mean, you guys are
who else has pumpkin spice solar eclipse glasses and cinnamon toast crunch? So
Eclipse viewing party goers at Penn State Hazleton enjoyed many different ways to witness the eclipse. We met Patricia Gronsky from Hazleton at the telescope rocking her 2017 solar eclipse t-shirt.
I was very excited about today. I've actually seen this once before, but now I'm older, so it's going to be a whole lot different.
You remember? So was that what, the 1970s? Like, what was it like?
Yeah, it was a lot different because not everybody had glasses and they didn't have like public viewing like this, so you kind of had to do just something at your home. So this is a whole lot better.
Corey Poncavage brought this solar-powered computer fan to the party. Hren Ali is the coordinator for Penn State Hazleton's Alternative Energy and Power Generation Engineering program. He was very interested in the fan because he was working on a little experiment during the eclipse.
I've been collecting data to use in my classes coming up in future semesters and future years to look at how much the eclipse reduced the production of our solar array here on campus. So Germany is one of the world leaders in solar energy, and just a couple years ago they had a large eclipse as well, and they actually used it as a stress test for their planning and everything else. And what I've read is that much the same sort of thing is going on here. They're looking at how their strategies to deal with this kind of thing are working, and whether they're able to bring new generation on to match the drop due to the eclipse and then phase it back out as the eclipse ends.
Poncavage, who's a member of the Greater Hazleton Area Astronomical Society, also brought more fun stuff to the party. He had meteorites and this solar telescope. You can really see some sunspots through that telescope. Another cool thing about this party, you could pretty much just yell out, "What's a sunspot?" and get an answer.
They're actually cooler areas, as I understand it, where there's the sun is a very dynamic place. So there's massive eruptions of they call them like coronal mass ejections, and related to that, the sunspots are just areas where it would be different temperatures, where subsurface material made its way to the surface, or vice versa, and just creates a different type of visual phenomenon that you can see.
Around the time the moon was finishing its visit with the sun, we met up with the party's host, Dr. David Starling. He's an assistant professor of physics at Penn State Hazleton.
How important are events like this to maybe get the general public interested in the Earth, the world, you know, just things in general? You think it hooks people in a little bit?
Absolutely. It's something that they can actually see with their own eyes for a change. And so one of the things that's really important right now, I think, is to start to get a better appreciation for science and how it incorporates in with our society. And this is just one way for people to see a little bit of that science in action. And hopefully by getting them here on campus, we can motivate them to maybe learn a little bit more and maybe make a career out of science, or at least appreciate it enough to, fund it in government, for example, things like that.
Well, this was a lot of fun. Let's do it all again in 7 years. Is everyone cool with that?
In 7 years, we're going to see the path of totality come a lot closer than it did today. It's going to be as close as Rochester, New York, which is a 4-hour drive approximately. So in 7 years, we'll be a lot closer to totality. The partial eclipse will probably be more stronger, so we'll be able to see a bigger overlap of the moon and the sun.
I hope to see all of my friends again in 2024.